Hello everybody, my name is CC23 and welcome back to another episode of Wynonna Earp Season 4 breakdown video. This is becoming a series and I thank each and every single person for clicking on this video. It has been a dream of mine since I was 13 years old to be a content creator of any kind, and the fact that you guys come in and support my video is absolutely crazy to me, so from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Now, with that out of the way, if you haven't been able to watch the newest episode yet, do not watch this video. I know you're excited to know what's going on and don't want to wait any longer for you to get your hands on the episode, but I'm warning you. You do not want this episode spoiled, so please, please, please click off this video right now. Okay, now that most of the people who don't want to be spoiled are gone, episode 2. Freinds In Low Space. Holy crap! You thought that last episode I was in a state of panic? This episode had me at super ultra mega holy Hannah Montana. I had 13 panic attacks and precisely 5 heart attacks, and then I just die. I just fucking die because what the actual flying fuck did I just watch? I mean, I am a Game of Thrones fan and this still shocked me. And then I didn't sleep at all because I'm planning out on what to write for this video, but I don't know what to say because Jesus Christ, that scene happened. And I know I'm not the only one feeling these emotions right now. What the fuck? Supreme. Squared. The absolute massive takeaway from this episode was the writers and cast and crew have just huge respect and trust for one another. And as a film student, I cannot overstate just how rare that sort of bond on set is. But also Daddy Hot. Again. Oh, and Waverly was there too. And they totally boinked. But as the episode being part 2 of the introduction to the season, there is so much to unpack. And I'm going to do a sort of recap of episode 2 and then go on to dissecting the episode 3 trailer. Mostly because I don't think anyone is going to like it if I don't talk about episode 2 because whew, hot damn, there is a lot. Alright, to dive right in, we start this episode with Wynonna having a mental breakdown over the unknown fate of her newly acquired best friend. Next, we jump right back into Doc and Daddy Not, see what I did there, having a little chat. And when watching this scene, I couldn't help but think she's acting normal. But as Waverly arrives, Nicole does subtle things like rolling her eyes when Waverly isn't looking and saying things that the real Hot definitely wouldn't say. We go back to Wynonna and Rachel. Wynonna gets hit in the gut and says teenagers are the worst. To which I would respond with, as a proud Gen Zer, make fun of us again, no cap. We finna high-key cancel you on Twitter. I'm just joking, but we learn a bit more about Rachel and her story. How she's been camping out in the abandoned lab for a long time now and is just wanting to see what her mother's fate in this entire disaster really was. And once again, with that Gen Z slang, and I was all here for it. After Daddy Not says, "Who else would I be?" we are shown Daddy Hot is hurt, and then we are introduced to the absolute slowest goddamn zombie I have ever seen in my entire life. I mean, what the hell, dude? You are 4, maybe 5 feet away, if I'm feeling generous, and if I had to guess, it would take maybe 30 to 45 minutes to get to her, so why is it taking so Okay, after that rant, Doc had one job, and he doesn't do it, but in his defense, the garden was trying to tell him that that was not the real Nicole. Wynonna getting hypoxia and having the best time because of it, and Wynonna never half-asses it, she ass-and-a-halfs it. Also, drop an F in the comments for the dicks that were never drawn on Nicole's cast. Skipping ahead a bit, we learn that Daddy Not is actually Eve. I'm gonna be totally honest. I think choosing Eve to be introduced as Kat Burrell plays her was the writers trying to give us Dark Nicole, but I feel like what we got was Kat playing a dark character and not Nicole going bad. We did see a little of it in episode 1 when she was pissed off, and I want to see more of that Nicole. I don't know, but anyway, Nicole has a nice talk to Rachel. Doc kicks Eve out of the garden, and Wynonna, Doc, and Waverly get out too. Waverly throws the ring away, and I don't think that was the smartest move. But now on to the moment you've all been waiting for. Way hot sex scene. This scene alone has made cable TV history, and I don't need to go into detail as for why, because everybody knows why. But anyway, this is probably the most controversial and certainly the deadliest way hot scene to ever gross our TV screens. Why controversial, you may ask? Well, there are many fans that are chill with nudity on screen, and there are people that aren't. I personally think that nudity on screen is a little much, and I kind of go through the scene like, okay, this is happening. And you would think, with just how much of a Game of Thrones fan I am, I would be sort of used to it. But if I had the choice, I would rather just respect the privacy of the actors. Why is it the deadliest way hot scene? You see, every single soul that saw that scene has died. For real. Now, on Twitter, I have seen a few tweets from people that wanted a straight person's thought on this. Well, here I am. Yeah, I know I'm a boring straight, but before you write a comment making fun of me, I would like to say that even though I am straight, that doesn't mean I am a closed-minded individual. I very much understand and agree the equal rights for the LGBTQ community, and I would want to support the community as best I can. That being said, the scene was insane. It made history and all around jaw-dropping because me, along with everybody else, did not expect it. It's very hard to put into words, but know this, I am truly and utterly impressed with everybody that had gone into this scene, and the comfort and respect and the trust. It's truly baffling. So congratulations for killing off the entire family. It definitely beats the surprise death for dolls, that's for sure. The last thing I want to cover from this episode was the town and just how long Waverly, Wynonna, and Doc have been gone. But right before that, Daddy Knot and Nicole both say, "Get in here and check." Theory or poetry? I think they just did that to be poetic. Okay, Nicole says that they have been gone for 18 months, 3 weeks, and 4 days. But I'm surprised that she didn't go further. Like 18 months, 3 weeks, 4 days, 15 hours, 3 minutes, and 22 seconds. The timeline is a little strange, but all you need to know is that time went by slower in the garden. I don't know for sure, but I think the 18 months, 3 weeks, and 4 days was a nod to how long the Earpers fought for the show. We also know from last season that Bolshar wanted to open the garden to release an apocalyptic level event. And now that the demon is out, and I'm guessing has been out for 1.5 years now, there will really be a lot to handle without Peacemaker. During this time, I think is when Nicole makes her mistake. She does something, okay? I'm going to stand it unless told otherwise. I also want an episode entirely dedicated to what happened during that 1.5 years, like they did with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. If you watched that show, I think you know what episode I'm talking about regarding Simmons and her otherworldly trip. But I think that we will just get flashbacks, if anything. But I am kind of here for Nicole acting like a parent to Rachel. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Finally, poor Nicole, she's been keeping the house safe for Waverly. Okay, that loyal shirt she was wearing in the trailer was definitely no accident on the show, and it spells out just how much Nicole loves Waverly. She has also adopted Rachel, because we haven't seen the last of the newest character yet. Think about it. Waverly comes home to have stair sex, then learns she has been gone a lot longer than she thought, then finds out that her girlfriend adopted a mouthy teenager. Isn't this show the best? Okay, what might happen next? First off, we see that makeshift metal gallows. Then, Wynonna and Doc in the same setting that we had left off on. Next, Waverly talks to Wynonna, confused as to how time works, and I'm here with you. Because of quarantine, I don't know what day it is anymore. Wynonna and Doc walk into Shorty's. This is definitely where all that greenery and the reintroduction to Chrissy's character for this season will happen. We get a shot of a picture of a girl with drops of blood spilling on it. I want to say that this girl in the picture is Wynonna, but it's really hard for me to tell. 2 shots of a vampire scene, a wedding where Doc is crying blood. I'm no doctor, but I do think that if you cry blood, it's not a good sign for your health. Then, Wynonna in prison garments, and Waverly dressing smart. I think Wynonna got into some sort of trouble, and instead of getting hung, she goes to the mental asylum that Mama Earp was at. And Waverly comes in pretending to be her lawyer to get Wynonna out. Someone in shorties is blowing an air horn, a zombie guy we see twice, Waverly getting ready to hit something, then Wynonna screaming. I think this is the same scene that we saw in the trailer of her in that firefighter uniform. That means that we will see Jeremy this episode in that black tux. Wynonna says, "Not today, Satan," but where she says it, once again, we see a whole bunch of greenery. God, inside is starting to look like outside. Finally, Nicole defending the homestead by shooting through with the door. Alright, that's the end of my breakdown. I have been working on this since 11 p.m. and I'm tired. Please comment your thoughts, opinions, and emotions so that I can try to process what the hell happens, and leave a like if you want me to do this for the next week's episode. And please subscribe because it means the world to me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!